I figured what better way to end this Black Hills series than with Mount Rushmore. So I was gonna walk up and show you guys the, Mount Rushmore, but it is under construction at the moment. So yeah, this is as close as I'm getting. Take it in, I guess. I would record more, but there are quite a lot of people here and it's gonna get pretty noisy. So yeah, there they are. Check it out. So I love this 300mm lens. I can get you right up there. Stare into their noses if you want. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. Figured I'd give you a little peek at an upcoming video. This really pretty piece of quartz that I'm fastening. So after we were done in the Black Hills, we go back the Gillette route, and right outside of Buffalo there is a petrified forest, so we stopped and did a little bit of recording. So here's that. We are here today at the, I forget the name, it's the Petrified Forest in Wyoming, east of Buffalo, and it is pretty cool. All of these rocks right here are a petrified tree. Now you can't collect here, which I understand, but it is still very cool. On our way home from the Black Hills, so I figured we'd stop here and record a bit. Here's another one. Pretty cool. If you get in close, you can really see the texture of the wood grain, which is pretty awesome. There's a bunch more of these the further you go up, but they are very cool. Man, it's kind of a bummer that you can't collect here because there's some really nice big chunks of petrified wood, but I definitely understand. I will refrain. It's so funny to see how overgrown some of these are. That's cool though. Very cool. Yeah, you can really see the wood grain on some of these. Some not as much as others, but some of them really stand out. You can tell how harsh the weather is over here. These are pretty well weathered. Is that what I think it is? It is. Little crystal pockets. That's awesome. Pretty wood grain. That's really cool. Wow, that is some really cool grain. I want some of these that are alive. It'd be fun to carve with. You can see more crystal veins through these. A couple of them have geode pockets, which is pretty awesome. Again, more cool wood grain. Here, I'll zoom out so you can actually see it all. Cool stump. Wow, that's a nice stump. Alright, so this is probably the coolest one so far. If I get up here, I'll walk over so you can see it. But that is very cool. Actually still standing, and then a piece of it that fell off you can see right there. Very cool. And it may not look like it, but those are massive logs. That thing is huge over there. Sad we can't get closer to it, but again, I understand people doing stuff, ruining privileges and whatnot, and yeah.
Excavated to show greater detail of the trunk. The diameter is approximately 4.5 feet at the base and 3.5 feet at the top. This tree is hollow, probably because it was partially decayed before it was buried.
Oh, interesting. Very cool. Yeah, that is very cool. Super tall. Well, that's a pretty view. I'll go slower so you can actually see. See the bighorns off in the distance? Those are called the Scoria Buttes. I'll zoom in so you can actually see. Those red hills off in the distance. We got a nice little pocket of rain going right there. Yeah. Well, that was pretty cool. If you guys want to check it out, it is 7 miles east of Buffalo. You turn at the what was it? Red Hills Road exit, which is exit 65, and then turn on the Tipperary Road, and you'll see the sign for it. Pretty cool, short walk, definitely worth the trip. Alrighty, well, we are back. Just laid everything out, and I'd say we did pretty dang good. So this is all stuff that I bought. Beautiful agate geode. Giant chunk of gold tiger eye, a little chunk of red, and a little chunk of blue. A big boulder of labradorite. I actually showed that one in the video. I couldn't walk away from it. 2 chunks of angelite because it is really nice to carve with. I bought 2 of these conglomerates because you can see that baculite just glowing away right there, as well as this, which is going to be gorgeous once it gets polished. These are Zyamara agates. This is a Nebraska blue agate. I bought this pile of rose quartz because they have some really nice clear pockets, so they'll be good for faceting. I know we just got back from Crystal Park, but you can never have enough. Quartz points. This is a dendritic honey opal. These 3 right here are all Mozambique agates. These 2 are prairie agates. Got 2 blue lace agates, a piece of amazonite, a piece of apatite, and then these are all blue kyanite. And that is all that I bought. All of the rest we found ourselves. So this is the Black Hills pile. We've got all of our rose quartz right here. This is, I just thought it was cool. It's a piece of schist with a bunch of garnets throughout the whole thing. Here's a piece of schist with some big garnets in it. And a piece of, unfortunately, fairly weathered black tourmaline. This is just some mica. Here is feldspar. Pretty nice feldspar, actually. And then this is all iron and smoky quartz. And then over here is the stuff from the Badlands. These are all fossil conglomerates, and you can really see how flashy some of those are. I'll grab a piece of pearl to show you just how colorful these are going to be when they get cleaned up. This entire pile is just big chunks of chalcedony, and it's really cool because some of them actually have pink banding, which I've never seen before in chalcedony. Really cool. And then that is the pile of prairie agates and petrified wood. This pile is all giant agates from Glendo Reservoir. Glendo is in Wyoming, about probably 2 hours north of Cheyenne. It's about, I think, about 30 minutes from Douglas. So yeah, that's a giant reservoir. It takes some time to search, but if you go there, it's definitely worth it. And also, they have fossils there as well. My video is probably not going to pick it up very well, but these are actually sections of belemnites. But the cool thing about them is that they're agatized. And then this piece of coral, and my girlfriend found this very cool crinoid stack. Very cool. And lastly, here is our giant pile of Teepee Canyon agates, as well as some fossils. So I was pretty excited about that. If I can grab a piece right here, that is some very, very good stuff. And I'll be posting some videos about going through all this stuff very soon, because you will not believe how much that Teepee Canyon will change once it gets polished up. This beautiful baculite popped out of there, of one of the conglomerates, I assume, because it was in the conglomerate pile, or bin I should say, at the rock shed. So I figured I would buy him and rescue it, because there's no way it wouldn't have gotten crushed at some point. This is going to be a beautiful baculite. May not look like much right now, but once I go polish it, this thing's going to be gorgeous. You can see the calcite pockets inside. That's what you want to see when it comes to bringing out sutures. So I'll go polish this up and be right back. Still just need to polish it, but look at how pretty this thing is going to be. you sand down and level everything out, it is gorgeous. It's got pretty little calcite pockets throughout the whole thing, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, so here is one of those broken fossils from the Badlands. If you look, you can see a tiny little bit of color. So if I go wash these really quick, you can see how pretty they're going to be when they get polished. This actually makes wonderful jewelry. And here's that same piece, now that it is clean. This is actually amylite, and this is some very nice amylite right here. Like I said, it makes wonderful jewelry. I have an amylite ring that I wear almost daily, and as you can see, depending on the angle, the color changes entirely. Very, very pretty stuff, and that color is just going to come out more and more the more I polish it. Here is another piece. Again, just wet, not polished. The color is going to be amazing on this one. And here's another chunk. It needs to get polished pretty badly, but it's still going to be really pretty. Alright, started cleaning up just a tiny handful of the Teepee Canyon agates, and as you can see, here, I'll get this some better, more neutral lighting. They are looking great. That banding is going to look fantastic once it starts getting cut and polished. Here, I'll grab another one. This one is a prime piece. All that banding is wonderful. Very nice. And here's another one. Here, I'm going to get some light for this one. Be able to see it better. Look at how much is going on in this one. Absolutely gorgeous. And then there's this one, which is a really unique little piece. Very pretty. Can't wait to start working on those. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this little mini series for the Black Hills. I'll probably be making more videos as I get to work with more of this stuff. I'll definitely be making a video whenever I decide to carve these. This is the Angelite, and it is super soft and great for carving. I'll do updates too, so you can see some of these once they get polished, like this Nebraska Blue. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching. You probably noticed the caterpillars over there. They are pupating and should be out any day. I'll keep updates on that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have more out soon, and yeah, have a wonderful day.